Hello there, and welcome. Wednesday. Well, since John was one of the first guests that was ever at one of my Thanksgiving meals, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on today and about how John added to my experience and understanding of what's great about Thanksgiving. First of all, I will, of course, today be making the bread, as I told you yesterday, and I'll be making the pies. So that's in the works, that's there, and I'll be combining the dressing, getting the dressing ready to go. The first turkey and the dressing will go in the oven together tomorrow. So, and I'm going to spatchcock the first turkey that goes in. I do 2 small turkeys and I roast one first and carve it early, and then the second turkey comes out and it goes on the tray with the sliced turkey, so that when we do the first round of service for the buffet, there's a whole turkey and sliced turkey there. So there's the beauty of the turkey, the roasted turkey, and then of course the pieces immediately are available. So it kind of makes it more festive, for me at least. I find it more festive. John, as a history teacher, knew a lot about early America and was never shied away from the warts of our existence as a nation, and some of the things that were done that were morally bankrupt there at the beginning of the nation. And I think he really enjoyed Thanksgiving partly because it celebrates what's good about us and encourages us to do better. And so a lot of the dishes are native to America. You may not know this, Ben Franklin actually wanted the turkey to be our national bird. So the turkey was a very traditional dish for Americans. It's an American dish. Corn is American. It originated in the Americas. Potatoes originated in South America, but still in the Americas. Cranberries are our national berry, really. And so a lot of the things that we make and eat for Thanksgiving are reminiscent of those dishes that we learned when we came, and Squanto, that great Native American who suffered such loss and actually sort of adopted the Pilgrims in Plymouth and really saved a lot of lives. Plymouth is such an interesting story, and you should look it up if you get the chance. And Squanto is definitely for me, an interesting character, because he's a deeply important figure in history, and he doesn't get a lot of airtime. But there's something else that John did that really made Thanksgiving work, and I'm trying to emulate him in this way. John was always excited and happy to see people. He made them understand that he was happy to see them. It was exciting to see them. And he loved sharing, and he loved hearing their lives. And I hope to emulate him some in that too. For me, it took a long time for me to get past the stress of throwing this party. I always approach a party like, I'm so excited to throw a party, and then as it gets closer, I'm like, this is too hard. It's not too hard. It's not too hard, and it is a blessing to have the capability to throw such a party, and it's a blessing to have people attend it. And John always acted like that, and so it was such a benefit to have him here, and he only missed a few, just a very, very tiny handful. I only think 3. And now, of course, he won't be here this year. So I'm missing him pretty intensely because he and I would have been visiting for 2 days by now. And when we'd visit, we would visit for hours, and we'd visit about school, and we'd visit about our lives, we'd visit about family. And that was such a wonderful thing to get to do, and it was such a quality time for us and in our friendship. So I this is a sentimental day for me, and I will be being sentimental throughout it probably. There's going to be a lot of crying during the downtime. The other thing that I want to say is that for Thursday, I'm just doing a poem reading. I won't be doing really an episode. But Friday, I want to do a follow-up episode and tell you about how it went and who we had and that sort of thing. And then after that, I'll be back to my more typical episodes about teaching and that sort of thing. Uh, I guess my instinct to teach keeps coming up in different and strange ways because I really love teaching. And when I was teaching and when I was a department head, I got to train some teachers, and I found that the most fun of all. Teaching teachers was the most fun. Even better in a way, in some ways, than teaching writers, although teaching writers is absolutely awesome. It's a lot of fun. Well, I could wax on all day long, but I have lots of chores to do, so I'm going to let that stand and be the episode for today. I hope you have a glorious rest of the day, and I hope you see me again, you gorgeous people.